Homosexuality is illegal in Kenya. Early last year, there are two parliamentarians allied to UDA, and they were in Nyeri, and one is a young member of parliament from Nyeri, who did a wedding in Nyeri.
Vincent, hebu tuambie kama mahusiano yako na Vincent iko vipi?
Mtoto wangu? Hawezi ukamnani ukamwacha mtoto, hawezi awe mtukutu awe mbaya, mtoto ni mtoto. Sasa unavumilia tu. Lakini
kama baba unajua lazima muadhibu kidogo, mchape viboko, ndakuwa straight.
Kumwadhibu tumemwadhibu, tumemzungumzia, lakini pia naona ni kama dunia imechukua nafasi yake kubwa kuliko sisi.
Apostle mwenyewe. Now, let's just focus a little bit in Kenya. And of course, after seeing President William Ruto heading over to the New York for the UN meeting, lots of questions have been risen. For instance, they are saying that probably very soon, since Biden has already endorsed Ruto, maybe very soon homosexuality will also be legalized in the country. Do you feel that's possible?
Homosexuality is illegal in Kenya through the Supreme Court.
No, that
Ruto cannot reverse it.
But
if Supreme Court made Ruto to become a president, what will make this one now not to be?
But you see, according to
the Supreme Court said homosexualism and gayism is legal in Kenya, and they are allowed to all have their own organization, own NGOs, and do everything. And they made it clear to you, if the homosexuality came here to this church to seek me as a pastor to enjoin or to endorse their marriage, and I refuse, they will take me to court.
But they said, according to the Constitution, same-sex marriage is not allowed. And any person who will be found, according to the statement.
No, the statement, the people who had gone to court are the lesbians and gays. They were asking for a court to rule in their favor.
To have an organization.
To have an organization. To do what? To advocate what? So, and this one was granted.
So in short,
how will you come say this is not allowed? That same sex is not allowed, but you have given them to go ahead with the organization. You have allowed them to do whatever they want to do. So saying that sex of the same marriage, same sex, you cannot do this, that is again, you have given them.
It's contradicting.
It's contradicting, because you have given me permission to have an organization, we who do this thing. So what will we be discussing? What will we be discussing? And that is why you see, when the ruling was being done, the wife of Joe Biden was in Kenya to make sure the ruling goes as to the plan. Because Kenya, if Kenya ingekataa, their mission in Africa ingeanguka. So they had to make sure that Kenya goes as per the plan.
But if you see what the president said, he said he won't allow anything associated with same-sex marriage be legalized in the country.
He was doing what we call politics because he needs our vote in 4 years time. He's the same politician. Yes.
And just going back,
if he was serious enough, he could have done like Uganda. Now you go do it, you are arrested in Uganda, and the Uganda president said that I will do this, I will put you to jail, and if you produce a baby, I will release you. That is what he could have done. If he was genuine. That is what he could have done. He could have said, I have said this. If I found you, or if you are found, you'll be put to jail like Uganda. Yes, and that's final. But he just, because some of the people in his government are gays. Some of the people in his government are lesbians. So it is very difficult for him to make.
In the Kenyan government?
Yes.
No way.
Early Early last year, there are two parliamentarians allied to UDA, and they were in Nyeri, and one is a young member of parliament from Nyeri, who did a wedding in Nyeri.
A homosexuality, sexual wedding?
A member of parliament, plus and a businessman from Nyeri. Early last year. I have their photos. I will show you. And they are prominent in this government. They are very prominent and they're very vocal.
So in short, you are saying homosexuality is already here and you can't escape from it.
Media personalities, 80%, they are in it. Churches, 70%, pastors, they are in it. Politicians, it is rampant. I know 7 governors who are in it. Wacha history ingine, 7 governors who are in homosexualism and lesbianism. People in the court, so judges and magistrates, they are in it. It is a big outfit, Baba. It is a government by its own.
But if you look at the President, William Ruto.
Look at the rate how our children now are doing it. In schools, it is rampant. In business, the other day here in Gedogori, he had to go and beat people thoroughly. You are given 30,000 and they do it. Why would they give you 30,000 to do it?
Okay, Apostle. Apostle, Apostle, I have this burning question. Yes. You see, the president is a staunch Christian.
Yes.
We have Mama Rachel, a very a believer of the word, a born-again believer. How come now the president, who is a staunch Christian, and a wife who is a born-again believer, they are already endorsing this thing?
Not endorsing. Let me ask you a very good question. When Ruto was campaigning, in 100 days, sugar will be this. In 100 days, this will be this. In 100 days, this will be this. What happened?
Nothing.
You need to compare. So, the state house they are in is a Freemasonry state house. Ni kwa Freemasons. Enda Google utapata. Ilijengwa na Sir Evelyn Berlin and he was the leader of Freemason in Kenya. So na walizika vitu hapo. When Ruto got wakiwa Karen, state house ya Karen, Ruto was the real man. The Ruto we vote for him, aliishia state house ya Karen. The man we voted. Alipoingia hii nyumba, and I've been saying this, until he demolishes that house, he will not succeed in any move.
Apana, Apostle, that no.
That is why they are calling all men and women of God to come and pray here in Kande. Si unaona wameflock. Wazungu wote waombaji wako. Wa Nigeria wote wako hapa. Sasa tuko na Selman, tuko bibi ya Joshua anakuja, huyu mwingine Adebayo anakuja, all these men wanakuja, American all pastors wamewacha makanisa wako nje. Mababa wako Kenya. Because Mama Rachel is really working very hard kusaidia the altar that is in State House. You can't destroy that altar. It is so strong for them. Too strong. It emanates from hapa kunaitwa nini? Hapa Serena, Nyerere Road hapo. That Freemasonry hall, there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel to the State House. There's a tunnel to St. Andrews. There's a tunnel to Holy Family Basilica. Ingine inaitwa nini? Saint Cathedral. There's a tunnel. And all they emanate from the same. Hapo kwa nini? Hapo kwa Nyerere ulikuwa hiyo nyumba. Niliingia. I'm the only person who has ever gone to steal from the devil. I went there.
But Apostle, let's
robbery. But unfortunately, things didn't work. Skeletons came from inside. But of course, I know the tunnel is there.
So in short, you're trying to say that the current government is being run by Freemasons?
Yes. And they cannot be able to come out of that hook. As long as you are in my house, there is no statement you can make. You cannot bring your nonsense in my house. So, Ruto is operating from the altar of the Freemasons. That is State House.
And you're saying that without fear of contradiction?
Without fear of contradiction. Parliament is constructed by the Freemasons. City Hall is a Freemason house. High Court is a Freemason house. KICC is a Freemason house. There at the middle. Yeah? Let me give you a good example. You want me to understand what I'm saying. KICC, it was the architectural plan of the KICC. It is a penis of a donkey. Yes. It is a penis of a donkey. Ametoroka? It's a penis of a donkey. Yeah. And it was constructed knowingly that I'm building a penis of a donkey. That is a spirit of immorality that was planted at the middle, at the heart of this country. Then Mzee Kenyatta is put on the other side, in the middle there. Then City Hall is this, and the Parliament is this, and the other government structures are there. Umenielewa? So, what do you think you, as a Christian, without anything that you are carrying with yourself, that can do to this structure? This is a foundation that needs a lot of demolishing.
So all the wars that maybe the troubles happening in Kenya, they are as a result of the Freemason impact.
Yes. And that's why Uhuru was really fighting to make sure Raila comes in. Because Ruto is not a Freemason. Ruto is not a Freemason. But members of his government, 70% are Freemasons. But Uhuru, their family is a family that leads Freemason in this country. The headquarters of Freemason is at Kilimambogo, the Macmillan House. That is where last time they had a celebration of 100 years. And the custodians of the Freemason in Kenya is the Kenyatta family. You get me?
I get you.
Yes.
Oh.
It's the Kenyatta family.
Okay.
Now, and the Moi family, and the Oginga family. That is why they wanted to put their own into power. Until today, Uhuru has never recovered from the shock that it is not one of them that is there. Now, Ruto was pushed in by the church, the prayers. You remember Ruto saying, I've been prayed into power. Ruto is a politician. He's not as staunch as his wife. His wife is a staunch Christian. But your wife can push you to levels. Through prayers, I can push you to levels. No matter, it doesn't matter whether you are Christian or not. You see, the king is coming to this country, from the England king. He is coming to celebrate the years that they have been operating here as Freemasons.